Okay, so let me share my screen. Mhm, mhm.
Connected.
Yeah, okay. So I think my screen visual to you all. Okay. And today's session is on SQL. Okay, tuning part. Study your touch, manage instance and all. Okay, and we see all the features what we get on Azure. How can you manage or tune that manage instance databases? Now we can start from. So any question before I can start on manage instance database monitoring and performance tuning?
No, nothing Shailesh for now.
Okay.
No, Sagash.
Okay. So this is our Azure database SQL. Okay, this is a window basically. We cannot manage or tune from Azure SQL, sorry, Azure Data Studio because we have limited, we can say limited permissions and all. So we can just monitor here or just we can query the data or we can see the logins and all. Okay, but for the performance tuning part, there's some limitations in Azure SQL like. Whatever we resources selected for the databases. Okay, so that IOPS and all we get from that Azure shared features basic. Okay, we do not know where this is hosted and all. What are the temp DB site and configuration and all. So we have a tuning tool, or we can say that advisor. We can say that in SQL Server, sorry, Azure SQL databases. So that is we can say that that is intelligence performance. Okay. So this is a tool, or we can say that the performance advisor. Okay, so we can review the performance of databases, and we can see all this. Let me refresh this databases. It will hit here. Okay. So in performance review blade, we can see that tuning activity and what are we have in progress and what are automatically enabled, or we can set like index creation or drop indexes automatically. Okay, so let wait for a couple of minutes to load this window first.
So, Shailesh, what else we can do in this? Because we have many instances in our environment, we have many Azure PaaS instances. That is,
Mm-hmm.
we cannot connect to RDC. It is not managed instance. It is just a Azure SQL databases. We cannot see the
Mm-hmm.
Azure SQL server agent, not the link server. So that is Azure SQL, right?
Yeah,
PaaS
Azure
service.
SQL in that you have a elastic job basically. If you have configured that elastic pool, so we get an features. Just find out your settings. Do you have any elastic pool configuration and all? Elastic pool job. So you can just do too many automations from there that two tools. Okay,
So
but
what we have to do for that?
elastic pool, you just check the settings of database. Okay, let finish this first. Okay, and then we can go
Okay.
with that
Okay.
elastic pool. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is only a single tool here. Okay, there's some limitations because this is a like a uh, uh, this is not on a physical server or not on VM basically. Okay, this we have a shared features. Just we are deploying only databases. Okay. So we do not have
Mhm.
permissions to work on master temp DB and NM or MSDB because this is totally a uh, we can say that capped basically from the Azure side. Okay. So for tuning part, we just focus on the tuning part. Okay. What we can see, monitor, or on basis of data, how can we process for tuning, or we can take a next step further. Okay. So let's see an example. Let me open a notepad first. Or we can just type here also. Let's see here. So let's see. from the tuning part, we get a call or we get a email or tickets like my SQL, sorry, Azure database is performing slow, or some queries is very slow. It is taking time. This is the first test is that we get a call or get an email or tickets from the end user or application team or client side. Okay, right? So
Mm.
query
Hello.
slowness. Yeah,
Mhm.
tell me.
No, no, nothing.
Okay, so let's see. We have a query slowness. Okay, the first
Mhm.
topic. So if you see this type of email or tickets, I think your mind will start working to see check the stats. So from where you can start on Azure side, Azure database, because we have a limited things here in this portal. See, this is a window overview of first see that this is the overview of databases, what you can manage or monitor from here. Okay, this is the plate here. So settings you have already done from your side at the time of configuration, that is compute and storage. So being a DBA, you think about the storage first because your data is very slow. You are just not able to fetch, not able to write a data very frequently. Means you are writing something on disk. So what is the performance of your disk? What is the IOPS? You just monitor that IOPS and all. Okay, input output system per second, whatever we can say that. Okay, so just you have to just monitor that first how it is performing and where any lack or something so you have to just see that utilization of this and the core and the memory that is assigned to your databases. Basically this is shared, so you have to work on that vcore side or on IOPS side. Basically there are two things here. You can see how can you configuring the databases. First, that is a serverless, or second thing on vcore side. Two things you have, okay, for configuring uh, Azure SQL database, right? So you are going for vCore site means virtual cores. So according to virtual cores, your database will perform or the settings will be changed in the backend basically. Okay, because it is totally written. That code is written behind that. If you select any options here, that is writing a data or modifying your back configuration of the database system. Okay, so like a vCore. So we are talking about the query slowness. Okay, sorry. Let me close this one. So query slowness will impact on what are the keywords basically. Okay, someone is calling. Okay, so first is storage. Okay, because we are not working on any network part here, because basically we have a subnet and this is on cloud and application also is cloud. Okay, this is totally a simple scenario. Okay, so you have to just open the query first. What is written behind it? So okay, open the query or understand the query how it is written. Okay, the objects called in a same we can say that in a proper order basically. Okay, sometimes developer do that is they are fetching some tables from here and their tables, and but they are not in order basically. So we have to just check the order because it will go on the temporary tables or temporary db. Okay, temp db basically. Okay, so in first stage we have first clue that temp db issue, something like that. You are calculating, sorting, or order by, or basically you're calling some functions group by and all. So just first call that is tempdb. So in Azure SQL we do not have rights or permission to manage our tempdb as we are doing on PaaS or VMs basically, right? Because we cannot see that the settings of tempdb, the size of per core tempdb files and all, because there's a limitations in Azure. So it's depend the TameDB data files depends on the number of vcores. As we know that if we have a 12 vcores, then we have a 12 data files of TameDB and one log file means 13 TameDB files we have. Right? Any question?
No, sir. No.
Okay. So for TempDB, we have to just focus on the growth of TempDB data files. Is this in a same way? That is means like the all data file size is growing same or any difference, because it will also impact your performance of databases. So there is a limitation. Let me show you. I have just shared this Microsoft blog to someone else. It's asking for me on TempDB. Okay. Da, da, da. Someone is from Bangalore, I think. Yeah. So I think there's a limitations in TempDB here. Da, 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 da. No, I think there is some different blocks. I think so. TempDB. Sorry, we can just see from here. TempDB in Azure. Full, yeah, Azure database. Okay, not manage instance, not SQL Server. I think this one. No, I think I've sometimes I've seen that TempDB there's limitations because this is totally depend on the vCore size. Okay, and their size is starting from 2 GB. I think so. We have a chart. I think let it. No. Oh, I think I have to just copy that one. That is the best practice. Basically, I missed that one. So okay. So basically, for the Microsoft Azure has there's block for TempDB basically. So in that you have minimum size of TempDB is 2 GB and maximum is 16 GB per data files. Okay. So we have to just focus on that TempDB, and basically the TempDB is depend on the core size. So first we have to focus on your core basically. What are the number or how we have configured that our databases with the vcores and all. So that will help you to tune your database query. That is when you are using too much calculations or basically you are using temporary activities on the TempDB. So this is the first thing when we go inside the query and then we see that the sorting and all the temporary activities. So just focus on, just go to the monitoring part and see that the number of cores. Okay, if it is less, then just you have to just calculate the concurrent connections and all, and then you have to just ask our team or DevOps team to do, just increase the vCore. Nothing else. You cannot do any changes from that this page basically. Okay, you are not going to tune this the TempDB from that this portal basically. Okay, this is from the back end basically. Azure team will can help you on that. Okay, or you can just check the utilization of TempDB. That is, we have a file and so the DMBs that will help you to get the details of TempDB. That file
Hello,
name.
Shailesh.
Mhm.
How to find this information, like how much virtual core has been allocated and how much computation, storage, and what is the max allocated size? How we can get these information through the query,
Okay.
through the
So we have
script
just
size?
server resources stats. Okay. This one.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Let's
Resources stats. Okay.
yeah, resources stats. So we just connect with the system, so when you can see that. Okay, let's first discuss the all topics and then we can go with the query part. Okay, we can see
Sure,
all
sure.
the,
Okay.
yeah, because there are two only, these are two only helpful here. We are not going for resource governor because we are not capping, because we need this is not a VM or managed instance. Okay, we need more resources here because already shared resources here. Okay, so we have to
Mhm,
see two DMs here. Okay, DM resources stats and server resources stats. Basically these
mhm.
two are very helpful here. Rest we daily use that. OSS stat, exe request, and all. We daily use in the DMBs in daily activities basically on premise or managed instance. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
nothing else. These are two basically important. Okay, in any blog you can find the two. This is the recommended and main. This is the main one. Okay, and
Mhm.
this is for your virtual files, and you can get a temp DB details and all. Okay, this also help you the file growth and all. So this is about the temp DB. Second thing, we are thinking about what are the objects called in that queries. Objects means what are database objects? Do you know what are
Yeah.
database
Table,
objects? Mm-hmm,
table procedure
Views.
function abuse
mm-hmm. Okay,
database
and what are
itself.
okay, and what are the server level the objects?
Databases, security, server objects.
Server level object.
Yes,
Yeah. Databases, security, server objects,
triggers,
triggers.
Okay,
backup
sir. Okay.
devices.
Hmm.
See, server level objects. See here, endpoint and link server. Also, the server level objects. Okay, backup tool or backup devices. We can say that you have to integrate here. Okay. So in this query, if you are find the query and then you see that the temporary activity, then you have to focus on temp DB. Next part is objects. So in objects, what are the columns called? Is their column is indexed or not? Okay. If you are not able to find the indexes, there is no indexes, then we go to the where clause. What are the column called in that where clause basically? Nothing else. So we have a DMBs, or if you do not know DMBs, just you have to go with that GUI part here, okay, and then you have to just see the performance recommendation here. So in this, we are not able to see that all the histories and all because this is a fresh databases. We are not using any transaction, doing no transactions, so we are not getting here anything. But this window is very helpful. You get all the details here, like queries and long running queries and custom things. So just you have to just click on the query. If you do not know anything, then you just click the query and see all when and how it is taking time, duration, and all. You get the details here, CPU duration, log, and whatever. And then you check the all the objects here, and then you get a recommendation here. So you can get the recommendation like you have to just drop an indexes, create an indexes here, okay, in this window basically. Okay, so in that you have to just force plan also from here. Just go back. Da, da. This is long running query, this custom, and in this we have a data IO and log IO. See, there are three tabs here basically. See, for CPU utilization, IO, and log IO. And one more thing here about the index says this is about auto tuning. Okay, okay. So in auto tuning, see, basically the best practice is that do not enable auto tuning. Okay, keep it off basically. Okay, not on, because it will impact your performance of the databases if you are doing from here. Okay, just you have to just see the object and options. What are the recommendation we get from that auto tuner? Okay, forcing the plan, creating the index, or dropping the indexes. These are three options here because we cannot do from that command line prompt, or we can say that from Azure Data Studio. Okay, and you know about difference when we rebuild and reorganize the databases, sorry, indexes. What is the difference between reorganize and rebuild?
Rebuild
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Mhm.
Rebuild actually first recreate the index. You mean in the latest version it is in the enterprise it is online we can do, in the non-enterprise edition we can have to do all offline.
Mm-hmm.
it automatically recreate the index when we run the command above,
Mm-hmm.
and we usually rebuild when Microsoft recommend when the fragmentation is above 30%. Otherwise, the rebuild is good.
Okay.
Reorganize is good.
Okay.
In the
So,
reorganize,
any.
just flipping the
Mm-hmm.
pages only.
Okay. Right. So, one more question here. Why there's a fragmentation in pages?
Because of the DML operations.
Okay.
Will
So
factor
basically, we are
also.
deleting their data, but this is not fulfilled. So we are just organizing the pages by rebuilding the index only. Okay.
Right.
I think so. In simple way, we can say that.
Hmm.
So these are the difference between rebuild and reorganize. And you can also provide hint on that. Yes. Do you know about the hint, query hint?
Hmm.
Yes. So what is
Missing
query
index.
hint? No, not
I-
missing index. Query hint.
Query hint is nothing but the suppose we want to optimize a query, we can use option with the query
Yes.
itself. Option like recompile max dop force plan, unknown for
Yeah.
plan like that. These are query hints.
Yes. Right. So it will also a part of query tuning basically. If you do not know, you are not going to change on database level or server level, just you can choose this option as a query level for that
Right.
query only. It will not impact your whole data's performance. You are doing anything wrong or you are not confident. So we have discussed this, and then okay. So one more question is before going to create an indexes, what are the differences? What is the main difference between cluster and non-cluster index?
Clustered indexes usually uh, arrange the records in the sorting order. Whatever the sorting method we are using
Mm-hmm.
while creating the index is sort the record in the pages, and it keep the
Mm-hmm.
leaf label. It store the information to leaf label pages and actual data. That means we can say it is store the actual data. But non-cluster indexes, it is does not sort the data in any of the order.
Mm-hmm.
It just point to the cluster index.
Okay. Any other difference?
Only one cluster we can create, and but more than non-cluster indexes we can create on a table.
Yeah, that is about the indexes, Nal. But what is the main difference between cluster and non-cluster? Main difference. You are saying everything is absolutely right, but there is a one difference that will
Mm,
define it is cluster or it is non-cluster.
cannot recall.
Okay. So as you say that it is sorting, clustering is sorting the data. Okay. And this is sorting on disk basically, not in memory. It's writing data on the disk,
Yeah, because index is anyway. Index is the at the disk level only, right?
but not
So it's
cluster.
sort the
Non-cluster not writing data on the disk, no? I think so. Is
pardon.
non-cluster is non-cluster data write data on disk?
No, that also stores the data, but that is not actual data. That points to the
Mm-hmm.
key, some key like cluster index. We have the cluster index. This it gives the pointers only, but so it
Mm-hmm.
store the pointers information, not the actual data.
Okay. So let's see an example. If we have a table, so
Mhm.
we have a two tables, sales and sales product. So sales and product. Okay. On sales data, we have a non-cluster index, and product data we have a cluster index on product ID. Okay. So
Mhm.
for inserting a data, on which table it is performing 10 records faster on primary key or non-cluster table?
Non-cluster.
Yes. So we have to just think on that also, that if you are get any procedure, okay,
Mhm.
procedure, any triggers in a query, then you just focus on that. The index creation. It is a cluster index or non-cluster index, the column on which they have created. Okay, because it will
Mhm.
also degrade the performance of table or database and then application. Okay, so this is basically a
Mhm.
hint, or we can say that we just recall while doing query tuning, because we have done all the settings on the server side, database side, server configuration, hardware configuration, and all. So client is saying we are not going to upgrade our system. In short, every client saying that I don't have fund, I'm not going to upgrade the system. This is a box, just you have to tune that.
Mhm.
So we have to work on the limited resource. What we have, we have to just work on that. So Azure SQL side, we have a this window only, nothing else. At the time of creating a databases, we have checked all the vCores and memory, okay, and the database size, the max database size we have already checked. So according to that, it will take auto growth and all it will doing. Okay. So just focus on
Mhm.
TempDB, then objects, then index creation, and then also you can see the query and query plan, and you can force that. These are the four options here, nothing else. As of now, I what I know, these are four options basically. On that way, we can tune the Azure SQL. Anything else, if you know, then you can just share that. We can discuss here.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, because you can just force the plan, create an index, drop the duplicate indexes or unused index that is not used in last 90 days. For dropping an index, just keep in mind there is a recommendation from Microsoft, or that's the best practices. If any index is not used till 90 days, you can just drop that indexes, because I think that index created for that ad hoc query only. Do you know about ad hoc query?
That does not store the execution plan.
Yes. So that is ad hoc query. Basically, that is come into the picture like that is a quarterly report, half yearly reports. Okay.
Mm.
And now what else here from the Azure Data SQL monitoring part or performance tuning part? Rest is everything for MIS. Sorry, MI only. Weights we know. Basic all these things we discuss later. Not HADR. Nothing. Okay. See, just simply written here. Okay.
Mhm.
So we don't have any options except that, I think so. Just we have some DMBs so that we can just collect the stats and we can see that one only. Okay. Let's see here. This is DB resources and all. We can just fire. Let's me connect this one. But I don't think so. It will give us a record. I think we need to install here extension. Azure admin or yeah, this is this is extension. Basically, it is created. Now we have just install all the extension to work activity. I think this is the right one. Okay. Anything else? What we are missing here for the tuning part? You can work on pass basically. This is like simple a VM. Okay, but some restrictions. But yeah, you can. But in Azure SQL, too many restrictions. That is totally from the backend. Okay. Mhm.
Actually, I'm more interested into how to
Mm-hmm.
manage Azure SQL using the scripts. I mean, a resource monitoring level.
Okay, let's see. Next step, yeah, we are going to see that. Okay, or we
Mhm.
can just call from here. We have a connection is yeah, query editor. We can use this one. Ta, ta, ta. So basically, it is providing a simple your database script only. But yeah, we'll see that some resources here. It is not disable or capped basically. Okay,
Mhm.
because we have a lightweight profiler here also. I think lightweight profiler or profiling. We can say that automation, not task in matrix. Let me connect first. Okay, wait. Anything else? Not. We have an option basically. What happened? Mm, Not available. Why? This is a pass. Sorry, this is a Azure database. Not automatically enable now. After some times when try to connect. Why? Yeah, discard first. Yeah, this is online. Authentication with Maxtra ID. Why? We have just changed the settings or all them settings, security, settings. Let's see the property first. Discard properties. Server name. Uh-oh. Okay, it will connect with Maxtra ID only. Portal account. We have not changed the settings and all. Okay. So go to the home. We can connect this one. Mhm. And then we have query. It's also online. Uh-oh. How it is changed basically? Huh. Second that SQL Server. Continue with this account leave it. No. Ah, I have not made any changes. Why it is happening here again and again? See, this is a pass database. This is pass, okay, and this is Azure database. Uh-oh, this is about to subnet and all. Let's reconfigure then. We'll just allow from here. That security and then network. Mhm. Now cancel and reconnect. Oh, okay. Done already done new file connections now. Just refresh. Mhm. This one. Okay. Just drop this one. We're passing a different thing here. Okay. Yes, sir. And now go to that. This is it's okay. Home. Then we have this database. Ask you token number. No, totally wrong. Okay. And see, if you fired at DMB, I think select start from data resource monitor. Okay. Da, 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 da. No, we cannot from here. I think something we need to add here. This one, admin part. Admin pack. Okay. So just refresh here. Manage. Mm, 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 mm. We're getting the master databases and then we can connect here and then we can try. Okay. So in query editor, just to prefer to search that resource we're getting here. So we have a resource monitor, resource stats. This is a view, okay. So right here. Select a star from sys.dm underscore resource. No, it is not resource stats. Okay. Now we can connect and we see the stats of all the resources and all. This is the average percentage of CPU and this. Okay, and next, yeah, this is a data basically we are getting in this way tabular format and average instance memory percentage 13. Okay, CPU limit no, and user data storage n MB. So this is we get a resource. Just we have to just focus on here. Okay, our DTU settings and percentage IO, and next is this DTU limit. Okay, so we get a resource detail from this DMB only. Okay, and one more DMB, that is IO stats basically. Okay, oh, we can check the IO stats and all. So server resource and IO stats. That one. Sorry. Select start from sys dot dm underscore virtual file. What is the name? V files. IO virtual files. And then we have to pass the database names. That is, if you want the TempDB, then you can pass TempDB. Something wrong. TempDB like that, right? No, we have to just provide one more thing. That's a function. It is a function. So aggregate function. Uh, or file ID. If we provide file ID, have you used this function basically before? Virtual file stats. I'm missing here something. Virtual file state.
No, actually, I didn't.
Just okay. This is very helpful. Basically, just pass that tab ID that is about database or table. Let's see one more thing. The parameter here. Uh, that, database ID basically, not database name or file ID. Okay, yeah, that's it. Can pass not name. So that ID of temp DB is any idea? What is the file? Sorry, database ID of temp DB. What about master? Master DB ID.
That is one.
Okay, for temp.
Temp, I think should be three or
No,
four.
two,
Three.
two, two. Let's see here. Okay, just I can show you how. Da, da, da. Sys dot sys databases. See. Okay. So we have a two. We have pass here for database. Da, da, da. Where is that? And then it is also not connecting. We need one more database ID, file ID. Okay. So database ID we have passed, that is two, and next is we can keep null. Okay, we don't know. Okay, so why this is error is the function mandatory two parameters basically. Okay, we are passing one. Okay, so let's select this. So see here we are getting the detail about the TMDB database ID, the file ID. So file ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 13 means 12. We have a data file. One is log file. Okay, and the size. So read write we can say that IO, and you can here, and the size will be the same sample, and writing a data. See here the number of writes here. We can see the counts and all. Okay, and this is about, sorry, disk byte. So we can just calculate this. We can just pass here, and then we divide it by, we can say that this is in byte. So 1, 2, 3. Three times we have to just divide by 1024. 1024. Then we get in MB, right? Not in GB. Sorry. Yeah, one is KB, byte, KB, MB, and GB. Okay. Then we can calculate this one in GB. Okay. What is the size of this data files and all this point of time? So we have to just enable that database admin here, Azure admin basically on Azure tool, because by default you will not get anything. Okay, just you have to just add here all the extension basically. See what you required now. Just add here. You can also add a light profiler. I think yeah, light profile for Azure here. We can search profiler. See, so you can add profiler for Azure Studio, and you can also see the plan and the query and all. We can just capture and monitor that the queries here. So this,
Shailesh, one
yeah.
thing I want to know. Go to the
Mm-hmm.
portal,
Mm-hmm. Yes, right.
overview,
Yes, overview.
go down. Here, some graph shows how much allocated, how much
So
database
this is a
size.
monitoring. Yeah, see here.
Yeah, this one. This
Yeah,
information, how we can get it through the query if we don't have permission on this Azure side
monitoring tool.
portal.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So
This max used space, remaining space, allocated space, max storage. This information, how we can get it.
yeah, see, this is our settings. We are just when we created the database, we said the max database size will be a 2 GB, not more than that, because we are using free. We are not going to pay anything. Okay, so this is your
Mhm.
max size. If you want to see that your details, now let's see. We have a query for this. We can say that sys db files, na db files sys. What we say db files space used, yeah, or database files. Two we have, but I think this will not work on Azure db file for. Let's execute C, and we can say master data files and all. So we will get the data files record. So it is saying about the masters only. Sorry, this is the user. Sorry, user databases. The total page count, allocation extension, file group, unallocated space, and extend size and all. Let's see this will provide about the data files basically. Select start from sys dot data. Sorry, database files. Where is the database files? No, or master database. No, 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 no. Master files, na? Sys master files or sys database files? Master files. Sys dot master database underscore files. I think so. Yeah, database files. So we have file ID for master databases on which we have selected here. Okay. And then we can see the size, physical location, physical name, online state, and max size and growth. See, size and growth 4 GB and 1 GB log file. And the max size is, you can divide that, I think 64 GB, I think so. Or this is a 2 TB. No, 64 GB or 64 GB, I think so. Or this is about, no, we just calculate. How can this cal
Byte.
see? Sorry.
This is in bytes.
Yes, it's bytes. Yeah.
Maximum size. Maximum size is what? Allocated or
No, what
maximum?
is when we have configured a system, now we have set the maximum size of databases, not
Okay.
exceeding that, because we are not allocating any space to just data. We don't have any dedicated storage basically in Azure, Azure SQL. So
Mm-hmm.
when we configure now, according to that, we get at that point of time how much we are, how much we most max allocate that point of time. Then we can just select that the size. So this is a setting by default settings from that Microsoft for the master databases. Okay, this is a byte. I think 60 GB or something like that. Like calculate this one. It is in byte. Okay, so 655,360. So this is in KB and this is in MB. Okay. No, something wrong. I think cancel that. 655,360. Okay. This is right. Yeah. Then this is in KB and this is in MB. This is saying 6 MB basically max. How? I am missing something here. I think so. Because by default it is, see, this is a 4 MB. Okay. This is a 4 MB. So maybe this is in MB also. Okay. Let's see the stats. You can just see this about this. How can column details? Okay. Missing that is column detail. We have a max, 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 max. Database file group databases. We have passed the same name. That is file users, na? This one. So it is saying a column database file ID, file group, total page count, extent, but it is not saying about this one. Column name is different. Why? This is customized or something like that. GUI ID, file ID. This is a file. So TV file ID we get. There's a GUI ID type. Okay. Descending database space ID, name, physical location, state, descending. Okay. So this is our max. We are seeing wrong data. We just pass here on Azure. Let's see. Back, back, back. Da, da, da. File uses temp, not MDB. in Azure SQL. Saying same link basically. Uh, no, we are getting different one. I think this is totally customized. Column name is different. Why? Any idea? I'm missing something here. Yeah, this is totally different. Why it is customized? All these things on the master data file have data file ID. This is max size basically. Max size for this data file growth. Okay, that is we can say that the capping of that data file. So in SQL Server we see that here. Mhm. Oh, okay. So we have option here. size is this and available space is this, but this is here is we are not getting the max size basically. We see in the file growth basically, okay, the file growth and all, uh, right? The max size we can, that is by default. The if this is auto grow, then it will write data till disk space, okay, in on premise, and there the default size is different. Why? See, here we are getting the right data, right table and column content. This is on premise, but on Azure SQL we are getting a different table. So it is customized something like where we get the table stats. This is in MB, then it should be also in MB. I think so. We can calculate it, right? We can see that this is an MB basically. This is by begin. Not log. Oh, ah, ah, ah. Because this is 4 is to 1, na? 4 is to 1. This is the settings, okay? Initial size 4 is to 1. 4 MB and 1 MB. If we assume that basically this is in MB, then 6553600 divide 1024, and this is GB and 64 GB. I think so. That is the right figure, 64 GB basically. Sorry, 66 GB, I think, sorry. Not 64 GB. I'm something missing here basically about this column. Uh, the unit is MB GB. Okay, we'll calculate later. Okay, I will inform you. Okay, that is the max size. So we can monitor from here also. Okay, it is the master. So you can just select here your database. Okay, and then you can execute for this. Sorry, and you get data. This is your database ID 5 and total page count. And see this is changed here. Okay, why? Oh, for user database we are getting this table, and for master databases we're getting a different one. This is behind something there. Oh, master. It's not connecting to the master, right? See here. This is saying 5 ID. What I'm doing wrong? I'll just refresh. Or just reconnect something wrong. Table is different. Data why? Just query, new query, and see the master database. Oh no, this is our temp. We are getting the same here, but when we executing on this master, we are getting data of MS. Sorry, our user databases. Why? Any clue where we are making mistake here? We use this database master, right? Let's change one more time with different user if we get any error and all, because we don't have an access. That's why. Let's reconnect on master. No, this is totally wrong. Yeah, It is misbehaving, I think so. This tool is misbehaving. See, it is taking time to execute the query basically. Connected to master. This is ID, and we are not getting a data. Extension is not working right properly. Just disconnect. This disconnect. Disconnect. Now disconnect. Disconnect. Just select copy and disconnect. And now refresh this. New. And then we have a query. This is on master. Yeah, it's connected on master. Okay. No, yeah, totally misbehaving. Yeah. It's a bad experience. So basically, this way we get the data. Basically, we are that is we are just not able to calculate the max data size. Okay, but these are the
Mhm.
views we can use here, and we can, but we have to just install that admin tool basically on the Azure
Mhm.
data studio basically, because we are not we cannot connect with management studio, or else we can just use this tool also. This is Visual Studio basically. Okay, just go up and get a start and see. So there are three tools basically which we can connect Azure databases: Azure Data Studio, Visual Studio, and Code. So we are not going for development, so we can use just two things: Visual Studio and this Data Studio. Okay, and we need to enable that admin part. So we just need to know the DMB's name and all, and we can just
If we
monitor.
how we can create a login in this database, Sailesh?
Okay, so for loggings part, we have a Maxtra ID. Sorry, Max. We have to just enable that. So according
Max
to
try.
yeah, Microsoft Extra ID is what we said, na? Just go to the home. Then we
Suppose we
have
want to give the permission to this Azure SQL database.
yes, is right. So where is Maxtra ID? We can configure from here or also from that. Uh, that let's see here, Maxtra ID. Let wait, something wrong. It's network issue, I think so. Yeah, so we can search here Microsoft Extra. Yeah, this is just it is working like your ADC. Okay, additional domain controller or AD account. See, this is Azure AD. Okay, so whatever your account is creating here, it is going to that my default domain ID. This is a primary domain. Okay,
Mhm.
so see, I've already created one user here. Okay, previously we see study. I think we have created, na? So you can see that there's uh, we can say that the demo and all. So this is a past demo we created, and Sailesh Kumar. Okay, this is only a user. Just we can create from here the user and groups also. Okay, or external ID you can add from. If you have a we can say that we have two different domain and you have created trust relations between two domains. So you can add external domain ID here also. Okay, so just you can create here user. So let's say this is AG pass.
Under all services, data. Okay.
See, this is a dom. This is my domain. So what are the system be inside this domain? We have accessible. Okay, and so we have to just map to the account. Okay, just pass the display name that Azure pass. Okay, and then the properties. So we can just define all these things, job ID and all. If you have, else you can just ignore. Okay, nothing else. You can add email ID and all. And now the main part is assign, or first we can set also a member. Okay, this is a guest or member, so you can set a member by default and just assign roles here. Okay, just add, we have two roles in SQL Server, or that is on Azure data by default logging ID and all. But we can create all these things for application side and all. Okay, see. So Microsoft Dynamics admin or yeah, this type of users you can just map here if you required basically. But this is useless basically. Okay, or
So
you
this
just
user is
for your portal.
AD. No, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
AD account. Yes, you can because you if you log into this portal, then you can manage, na. If you're not able to log in, then you cannot manage. So the first you have to log in these databases, then
No, no, I'm
according to
asking about the SQL login. Can be created.
yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, here. This is also a way, or we can also go to the database or just here discard. Uh, never. Just we have
That is ID authentication, right?
yes, add authentication. Yeah. So let's have we have a Azure database. This one. Okay, this one. And we have it here one option here. Where is that? No, or we can get from pass. Wait. We don't have extra ID. No. So from here also we can add or yeah, let's wait. This is pass admin. In that we have an authentication type. Ident we use, but ident is not like same. Yeah, see. Okay, settings. And then we can enable here and we can add. Just set an admin portal and then we can authenticate with the window ID and all. So this is the way basically. I'm not sure any different way. Ident is also a way, but this is I have not shared anywhere. Okay, this one. This is also about the assigning the manager and key and keyboard like that. Okay, here you can add and you can just add the resource and subscriptions on that user have permissions basically. So that user can manage that resources and all. So we have a three-way. Can create a portal label, or we can create a extra ID. We can map that user, and then we have ident. That is resource level, access permissions, and all.
Yeah, and I have one question right now. How to take the backup? Can we take the backup of this MI instance and Azure SQL
Yes. So
externally?
before that, we have to enable that features here. See, we can see this is a MI, na? Just where is data management? So see, we will just enable this type backups, okay? And we will just assign a storage or URL basically, okay?
Mhm.
And we can just set the retention policies and all. So backup will take automatically on that shared location and all. So we have just configured this. There's no retention period, so that we are not able to see that only, okay? And we are not able to see any backup and all here. Just we have to
Mhm.
enable that one, okay? So just if
And
you
Azure
want to,
SQL,
yeah, Azure SQL be same. Just is we
it
have a
is by
URL.
see available backups. It is automatically doing, right?
Yes. See, we will
How
get
we can do
automatically.
in how we can do in traditional way, like our backups. It is taking by Azure,
No.
right?
Yeah, Azure. We cannot take manually. Basically, we have to just think about that URL. We have just providing a URL number here. Okay, just URL
Hmm.
path for that is your data SQL here, and then go to the data management, and then we have to just here we have to just add replica that is keeping a data basically, nothing else. We are not able to take a backup like PAS and VM, or we have to just go to the overview, whatever we have enabled here. Then we can see that properties first, and from here we can see the backup. See the backup 24 hours, and PRI is this one. But we are not taking care of all these things because we have enabled this one. Just if you can just enable that replica and all, because this is on your DTU part, or we can say that we have not a physical allocation for this databases. Okay, so just you can, if you want for your refresh data refresh na, So just we have to set
Mm,
all these things here, the settings on the backup part when we are creating the new databases, or you can just implement or
mm,
edit these settings. So you can just get all the details from here. If you aren't going for restore, just click on restore and the data latest backup, you just select that on, and the data will restore on databases on this Azure SQL. Or in high abilities, we have just create a high abilities. But the condition is that you cannot create a high ability on your same zone basically because it's a Azure application. So you have to just set the different time zone, different data center zone. Then you
Okay.
can assign create a replica of these databases and high abilities. And if you want something like that, you have just a routing list and all, just so you should customize that one. See here, this is the reason. And you can just set the storage and all. See configuration and a 2 GB limitation see here, the max size is 2 GB. Okay, because you have selected DTU 5 basic. Okay, so this is about the data features. Just click OK, and then here you have to just select the da, 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 where is that location. This is on first one, on second, but it will get error, I think so, because we are going for geo replication for different data. So this is US2, West US2, this is West US2, totally different. No, no, not on same server. Let's see an error. Okay, just they're not showing any error. Why? No, something wrong. For geo replication, this is mandatory. We have to select that different zone basically. Just back something. This is resource or resources database primary database name, and this is a server name on that is hosted. Okay, but on same data send zone we cannot create na. This is default one. Elastic pool is different. We are not going for elastic pool. Yeah, sorry. So geo redundant, we have to select the backup and storage for geo application might be impact to database latencies and all. So this is okay, not an issue. And then we can configure and all. Basically, totally here now window now this is a GUI part only. You just click and select the database and options and all. Okay, nothing else. This is ID, content ID and all. Sorry, correlation ID for this database. Yeah. Anything else? So can you share your a snapshot of your configuration basically? Then we can discuss more on that basically. Okay, how they are configured now.
Actually, still I don't have access, so we can
So
share with you.
how can you monitor them? That they are basically you
No,
just
no,
connect with the Azure Studio.
we
Sorry,
will
Azure
get it.
Story.
We will get it very soon.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is like I work with one company.
On
I think
portal side, we don't have access, but in the SQL we can show.
okay, okay. So just you have to just remember DMBs and all. Okay, nothing else.
Okay.
You just check the DMBs and all, and you know the missing indexes and physical indexes stats. Okay, so you can use that for fragmentation for missing index stats for missing indexes. You can get the data. You can make a join within the sys.sys indexes and all, and you can get the data basically. Okay. Or if you don't have data, you don't have the list of the query, na, I think I have prepared one document, the basic document for all. Last time I shared with in one training. Okay, this is very old document basically. Okay, see, okay, so you can get all the DMBs more than 32. Just frequently we can use. Okay, so you can use this DMB. I will share the PPT. We can share that PDF file for this. Okay. So you can get to get missing indexes, stats, okay, buffer and all. See, we have a DMB, physical user stats, and we can join for the sys to sys indexes, and we can get the data. Okay, and for the missing indexes, we have missing index stats. This one. Okay, just we have to just join between two DMBs. Okay. Anything else? Any other question?
No, शैलेश जी अभी तो
think
कुछ नहीं है.
Basically on that Azure side, basically I leave this support na for the Azure na in 2015 because there is
Mhm.
very huge and slow portal basically at that point of time. This is very light now, right now, but that time we are waiting for connectivity and all. It will take more time that point of time. Okay, 2015, 16, it is very slow. That time
Mhm.
AWS create their own market on the cloud side. Okay,
What
still
is the
Azure is best.
benefit? Shailesh ji,
Mhm.
what is benefit of certification?
Just only for salary hike and all.
Without
Last
this, we
last
cannot.
last 10 years I have not done any certifications. Last 10 years.
I have not done any certification, so I was
Okay,
just asking, is it
no.
beneficial or not?
Yes, if you want to grow your in IT field na for any cloud na take certification of DP 300, DP 900. Two is
Okay,
sufficient.
yeah,
Nothing
okay.
else.
300 TP9. Okay.
Yeah, this is totally regarding a databases. Okay, if you're certified na then you can get chance to work in huge environment enterprise application and you can get a chance to increase your salary also. Okay, because on data if you're done DP 300 or DP 900 I think you get more chance or more exposure to work on cloud and you get a good project basically. Okay,
Mhm.
so that is very helpful basically for DBA part, and also you have to know about the integration services and all nowadays. Integration
Mhm.
services, data lake, data factory. Okay, let's see if you want to increase. Basically, most of the client is going into the cloud. Okay, and from my observation, last couple of months, Microsoft and SAP has made a tie-up between both. That is regarding hybrid project and Azure. Okay, see here it is
Mhm.
showing services here. They have a provided tab for SAP as SAP VM, I think SAP VM. Okay, that is related to hybrid project. Where is that? I have seen somewhere here. It's SAP project, SAP. So in the there's more opportunity to work on SAP and Azure. Okay, SAP. Let's search here SAP. Yeah. So
So,
this is the SAP machines basically or SAP solutions. Basically, they have made a tab between that they are using their SAP application and database SQL server, and they have a one VM basically on tier wise, or we can say that tier wise or client wise they are dividing. There's a hybrid project of SAP basically. So okay, they are using one certificate or one license to multiple client basically based on client ID. Okay, so they are selling these VMs and this application on cloud for enterprise application. Previously, the HANA is there, SAP has their HANA databases, but they are integrating with SQL Server, Postgres, and Oracle, and they are the shared resources and all. So they are making money basically, nothing else. Because last time I got a call from SAP for this type of support basically. Okay, cloud, SQL, yeah, Azure cloud, sorry, Azure database plus SAP. So next market is this for SAP only, SAP and Microsoft. Okay, and yeah, these are the features, and then you have to just learn about that Azure, eh, this data factory and all. What is that? See, data factory in Azure Bricks or data lake. So you just know about the integration and all. Or Synapse that is launched in I think 19. Synapse, Azure Synapse, this analytical tool. It will integrate all the data, share data, data factory and data bricks, and also Power BI. So you get a consolidated reports or dashboards. Basically, these are the ETL tools basically. Okay. So I get many calls like integration of all these things. Okay. Basically nowadays client is thinking that DBA has too many knowledge and can work on all the platform basically.
Hmm. Right.
That is different. Okay. They're asking for development, they're asking for integration, BI and all. Anything else? So I
No.
think you are all this.
Let's definitely we will come with questions, but when we will start working, then only we
Yeah,
will
and in
face the
instance,
problem.
we have access now. So
No, so we'll just keep this group enable, okay? And if you have any
yeah,
Okay.
question, you can just put here and then we can discuss and I will provide the solution basically, okay? Because I get many messages and call from different teams, okay? Basically, we
Okay.
have
Okay.
a group of more than 6,000 DBA, okay, in
okay,
Telegram basically, okay, all over the world, 6,500 basically, and we have an Indian
Okay.
team also. Yeah,
Suresh, can you add me also?
yeah, I will share it because we are discussing too many things. See, I think,
Yeah, that will be beneficial actually.
yeah, let me show you that. I've already created multiple groups, but I'm not giving some time. Different group for different technology.
No,
Postgres, MySQL.
which one is good for us? Only that one give.
Yeah, see, this is worldwide group. Okay, and there's too many things here. Yeah, this is local one. Okay, today I replied on this group. Okay, see, okay, for the multi subnet and all. So we discuss all the questions, but the Telegram group is very useful. Basically, it is old one. Okay, and I don't have Telegram access here. I think on this system. Telegram. No. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, see. This is no, not this one. It's this one, and one more thing. This is my, yeah, this one. 6,791. So every time someone reply your query and all, okay, more than 200 people online every time here, all over world. If you put
Okay.
your query here, I can share you the link. You can put your query here, you can get an answer and all. Okay.
Okay.
And here's one guy from the Bangalore. I think it is just putting a snapshot regarding the performance tuning and all. See,
Yeah, please share the link. So I will add it.
yeah. I will share in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So you can just,
Okay.
this is for Azure. Okay. And this is for SQL Server. That is, I think this is created by me. Yeah. This one. In Oracle, we have Oracle. One guy trainer is or from Oracle to training provided by or only rack database. Okay. This is from Chennai or Bangalore, I think so. Rakesh or Rajesh, I think name. Yeah. Okay, I will share the link of this Telegram group, not WhatsApp group, but Telegram group. Okay, you can just join
Okay.
and you can ask question in that. Okay, you can get. So anything else you can put, we can take one more class. Okay, if you want.
Okay.
Next couple of days, you just put your collect your questions and all. We can discuss, and then we can close this session. Okay, nothing else.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Okay, okay. Then thank you.
Okay.
thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Salesh.
yeah.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.